Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to the replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 541. What's the name of your trust? Definitely excited to do this episode. Excited to go over this information today. Thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Feel free to hit the like or the subscribe button and or subscribe button. Definitely always appreciate all the new listeners. Always appreciate the people that listen in the replay. Definitely appreciate it. So this episode 541, what's the name of your trust? This is one of those episodes where we had someone reach out to us recently and they shared with us that their whole name is the trust name. Their first, last, middle, they got junior in it, and the interesting part about it is they said they want to go private. So you want to go private and you got a trust in your name. You want to go private and you're in a living trust. How you going private? You in a living trust. Don't know the difference between a public trust and a private trust because a living one's public. And then you got these guys out here talking to you all. This is not legal advice, financial advice. We're having a conversation here. Then you got these guys out here saying, "Oh yeah, put everything in the living, but you can still get sued. You didn't let go of the ownership of the assets in the living. How? You created it. You're still in control, are you not? Can you use the property?" These are questions that, we make sure that our trustees understand. So if you love to know more about trustee training, to be up to date in trustee training, feel free to reach out Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. You can feel free to reach out via email. What's your name? What's the name of your trust? This was an easy episode. No one necessarily came on and said, "Hey, Trust Christian, well, what's the name of your trust?" Why? Because we don't speak in a way in which we have one. Whereas many people reach out to the vault and they already have a trust, let them tell it. Oh, and then it's in their name or it's their government name. It's in all caps. Really? So, what's the name of your government trust? If there's a government trust. And then the name of the government trust is your name. Is a name. The name. Well, if that's the case, that's business. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's all business. So what's the difference if it's your name or not your name? The people that own Fortune 500 companies or start Fortune 500 companies, they didn't name the company after themselves. Oh, people want to go private. They reach out to us. They say they want to go private. But, oh no, the government created a trust. So I'm going to take over that trust. So you're going to take over the public trust. What's the name of your trust? That's the public trust. The public one, right? The public one that the government supposedly created for you. That's the one you're using. That's the name of your trust. Think about the type of trust that it is. Is it a constructive trust? So many people reach out to the vault and they say, "Oh man, the government did this, the government did that." What are you talking about? They created something that you're utilizing as a trustee now? Oh, I'm going to go and what are you going to be? See, we talk to the trustees that reach out to the vault. We say, okay, we say, "Oh man, the government created a trust for me." So if the government created a trust for you, are you the grantor? Are you the trustee? Are you the beneficiary? You definitely the beneficiary because you deal with the liabilities. The liabilities are given to the beneficiary. Oh man, but I'm supposed to benefit from from my government name. The government's using my name without my permission. The government's trading my name on the stock market without my permission. You're the beneficiary. They're doing it on your behalf, right? But I didn't give them permission. So, could you stop being a government beneficiary? You could. Could you stop being a government beneficiary? Oh, I want to be a government trustee. So why don't you just go be a politician? They're public officers. They have a temporary period in that position. It's not a lifetime position. What's the name of your trust though? Is it the name that the government used by default? Because your family didn't inform them about another trust name? Another name to use in commerce to create commercial instruments with something. What's the name of your trust? What's my family name? Trust Christian Vault. Is that still private? Is that still private? Is that still private? It's not. The government, they created a trust me, so I'm gonna take over the trust because the one is that they have is in all caps. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to type into the chat or reach out to the vault, we have yet to see a trust name that's written on paper that's not in all caps. It's an entity. It's a dead person. That's what identifies a fiction. That's what identifies something that's not real. But then you get people that reach out to the vault and they say, well, I'm going to be the creditor to the debtor. And they think that they're utilizing the process in a way in which it makes sense when if we're in commerce, it's all dead entities, not one, some dead entities, and then your signature only needs to come out occasionally. Not at all. Dead entities. Do they need a charging mechanism? Do they need a charging mechanism? Do, are you the charging mechanism? Are you the discharging mechanism? It's getting a little deep now. Because who's really liable for signing a signature on a piece of paper? The all cap name or the upper and lower? Let's say it again. Who is responsible for signing the signature? Is it the all caps name or is it the upper and lower? And we know most of the time who it is. So when we talk about the difference between what's the name of your trust, what's the name of your trust comes from the fact that the trust, if it has your name on it, it's not private. Especially if you're still alive. What's the benefits of it? That's what we want to know. What's the benefits? What are the benefits of you having your name, your family name on it? Well, we know what the benefits are. Prestige, legacy. What happens in the working years when you're building the wealth? Did you want to go private first, or did you want to be public and then go private? Or do you just want to go private and be private? Because if you do, you can feel free to reach out. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. And we look forward to working with you. We get people reach out to us all the time. Oh, I'm in trust. I'm going trust. I'm going trusteeship. It's trusteeship. But they're in the public. So let's talk about that. Let's get around that. How do you move around not being in the public anymore? And is it yours? Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. Feel free to reach out. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. Peace and joy.